What is up, YouTube? Steven here, back with my first gameplay from Call of Duty Ghosts. And, in this video, I just want to talk about the game, give you guys my first impressions. Just talk about the game for a little bit because I'm actually having a lot of fun playing the game. And, I was pretty skeptical before release that the game wasn't going to be that good because of Infinity Ward's track record, but, I gotta say, after I think I've got a couple hours logged on the game now. I have to say I'm actually enjoying it. There's a few things that I don't like, that a lot of people also don't like, but it could be worse. It could really be worse. So, first thing, let's talk about the negatives about the game. First off, I don't even think I talked about this gameplay. I think this map's called Octane. Or as I like to call it, the map with the strip club, because there's a strip club. But yeah, the first time I saw this map, I was like, damn, are we playing GTA 5 with all these strip clubs? But yeah, I think I go 36 and 14 or something like that. It's an average game, but it's a pretty good first game. For not playing the map before. Speaking of maps, the maps are one of the negative things about the game, unfortunately. The maps are huge. There's two maps in particular that I really do not like. That's Chasm, and I think the other one's called Stonehaven. It's the map with the like medieval castles and all the just like a bunch of. It's just in like a big field with like a castle and this giant windmill-looking thing, and like a bunch of like little dips and like a river. It's pretty much just grab your sniper and just go ham. I hate it. And then Chasm. If you've played the game, you probably know about that map. It's terrible. It's probably could give what was it, Underground from MW3 and Derail. Probably could give those two maps a run for the worst maps in Call of Duty history. I'm also not a big fan of the snowy map. I think it's called Whiteout, but it's not your typical big snowy map. It does actually have a decent flow to it, but it's still not that good. My favorite map in the game is probably the one that you're looking at right here. As I tried to go into an area that I can't go into there. But yeah, Octane's probably my favorite map, and I don't know why. It just has a bunch of good lines of sight. It's not a huge map. For this game, it's a pretty medium-sized map, but that's probably my favorite. I also like, I think it's called Warhawk, and let's see, what else maps do I like? The rainy map's pretty good. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see. Second thing I want to talk about is probably going to be the game breaker if it doesn't get fixed for me, and that's the guard dog kill streak. In my opinion, I don't even know why this thing was even put in the game. I can already see it causing problems if it's not fixed. If you don't know what it does, it's this, I think it's 5 kills, 5 kill streak or point streak, and you get a dog, an attack dog, that will follow you around and kill everything in sight. From what I know, and this is just from playing the game, it lasts as long as it is alive. It doesn't have a time limit, it doesn't have a kill limit. You have to kill the dog to get rid of it. The dog takes more bullets to kill than a person in this game. That doesn't sound quite right. Like in the older Call of Duties, when you get the attack dogs, they would take, what, like maybe 4 or 5 shots to kill, from what I remember. And it was like an 11 kill streak. But like this thing needs to be patched. They need to either they need to patch it to where it has a time limit and or kill limit, or they need to decrease its health to where you can easily kill it. Because I had a game, the last game I played before I did this commentary, I died to the same guard dog 3 times in a row. I died, I killed the guy who had the dog, I got killed by the dog, I spawned in, got killed by the dog, and then I spawned in and got killed by the dog again. And in the process of that, I put about 2 clips into the dog, and it didn't die. So the dogs need to be patched. But other than that, I mean, I don't really see any other negatives with the game. The pace of the game is a little slow, but I think once we get used to the maps, that'll be fine. People say that the guns that you die too quick and that you kill too quick. If you patch that, it's just gonna make it worse. I like a fast-paced game like that. I just don't see why people are complaining about that. And also, another thing about the maps, I don't see this game being played competitively. I really don't. The maps they aren't good competitive maps. And also the game types, they don't have hardpoint. I don't believe there's demolition as well. It'll be like S&D and maybe Blitz, because I know that they're not gonna have like competitive TDM or competitive cranked. So, I don't think it's gonna be a very good competitive game. Although I probably wouldn't be playing this game competitively anyways because I don't have that much time to play it. But so that's the cons. The pros to the game. I love the connections. The connections have been perfect so far. Haven't had one laggy game. The hit detection is the best that hit detection has been in Call of Duty since MW2. Maybe even better. When you shoot a guy, he gets hit. There's no bullets made out of jelly beans. There's no bullets curving around corners and magically shooting you like there was in previous games. It feels like they got it right with the hit detection. Other things I like, the game just has a really good feel to it. I've always kind of liked the gameplay style of Infinity Ward games better, but I've always liked, in an overall sense, I've liked the Treyarch games better. But I really like the way this game feels. It feels really good. Your player movement is fairly decent. So, those are the... Shut up, iPhone. I don't know if you guys heard that. My phone just went crazy. But those are the things I like about the game. So setup-wise, I've been using a lot of ARs. I haven't really touched the submachine guns yet, aside from picking them up. One submachine gun I really like is the Vector. That thing just mows people down. Other submachine guns, I haven't tried the MTAR yet. There's one called like a K7, I think it's called. It kind of reminds me of like an MP5 from old school Call of Duty 4 games. It's pretty good. It's got an integrated silencer just like the Honey Badger, which is also another gun I like. I really like the Honey Badger. Let's see, I really like the what's it called, the SC-10. It's the first gun that you unlock. It's not the one I'm using in this game, but the other one. And I like the AK-12. Haven't really tried any of the marksman rifles yet. I'm not really a fan of those. I've seen some people running those on streams. They look pretty powerful, but I'm just not willing to waste my points on those yet. Killstreak wise, I've been running the stock Satcom, Guard Dog, and then the Maniac, but I have since switched to the Sentry gun. I've been sticking with the low streaks right now until I get a feel for the game, get a feel for the maps. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about the game other than I enjoy it. Now keep in mind this is the quote-unquote honeymoon phase of the Call of Duty life cycle. Pretty much every game at the beginning couple weeks that it's out, everyone loves it. And then all the overpowered stuff starts to come out. Everybody starts to find those little campy spots. And, just everybody starts to get better at the game, and it gets kind of annoying when you don't do as well. So yeah, man. If you don't have the game, if you're waiting for next-gen console, you're missing out. I think you should go pick it up. I know I have a couple friends who are waiting on the PS4 and Xbox One versions of the game, but I don't see like why you would not go get the game, because isn't the game like if you get the PS3 version and trade it for the PS4 version, you're going to be paying the same amount either way. So why not get the game now instead of waiting like a week and a half and paying the same amount? I just don't get that. But yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to touch on is some of the new game types. You got Cranked, which I've played a few times, absolutely hate it. For some reason, when you're running around all cranked like that, all roided up, I just hate the way you move. I find it hard to control your player. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that. Maybe some people like it, but you know, I'm not a big fan of Cranked. Haven't played TDM. I'm not a fan of TDM. I like objective games. Search and Rescue, haven't played it at all yet because one rule of Call of Duty I cannot talk. One rule of Call of Duty that I always abide by is that you never play Search and Destroy by yourself. You always play it with a party. And I just haven't been able to get a party together. So hopefully I'll be able to get some of that recorded this weekend. Maybe put out some Search and Rescue games. And what other game modes are there? Blitz. Blitz is like CTF. I'm so mad they took out CTF. That's one of my favorite game modes in Call of Duty. But they took it out. They replaced it with Blitz. Hopefully, you know, like it's a decent game. The concept is there, but I just don't think it's quite right. I wish they just would have left it with CTF. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I'm gonna cut the commentary off there. Remember to hit that sub button. I'm gonna bring you guys some more Ghost gameplay in the future. I might also start a Road to Commander because I may be actually getting the game for the 360 in the next couple days. So I'll talk about that more later. But until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.
Good job. Report to command for debrief.